Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create enrollment status page for devices to go through the enrollment process, right? So what is the enrollment status page? It is going to show us a provisioning status of the device enrollment which is going through the autopilot profile, right? And it is also going to show us all the steps, those steps which are going to be followed during the enrollment, so which includes account setups, then the device configurations, profiles and policies, right? And along with that, it also going to configure the policies on application level as well as device level. And at the end, it is going to show us what applications are going to be installed along with other configurations, right? So all of that activities is going to be shown during this enrollment status page profile, right? And I'm going to show you how you can create that one using Microsoft Intune. Also, before that, what autopilot or what enrollment status page is. So it is basically a displaying the provisioning status to the end users, to the person who is going to enroll their device from their end, right? And it is going to ask them to follow prompts if in case there is a need of manual intervention, right? And to deploy that one, we need to create esp, which is enrollment status page profile, and then we can deploy that. Also, what enrollment status page is going to show us is that it's going to give us installation progress of the profiles, policies and configurations, right? And then the second is going to be a device access during provisioning policies. That means whatever the policies and configurations are going through, all of those would be shown up. It is going to show us the progress of that along with the time limits, and if any troubleshooting options that we are going to enable during the esp page profile creation, right? So let's jump onto Intune portal and I'll show you how we can create that one, right? So here I'm on Intune admin portal. You need to click on devices, then windows, then enrollment here. And on the enrollment page you need to scroll down a bit here, and you see enrollment status page, which is a part of Windows Autopilot here. And then what it does really is show app and profile installation statuses to user during the device setup. So this is the user status page where, or the enrollment status page, where it is going to give us all the notifications and everything on the page during the device enrollment, right? So I'm going to simply click on create here and give it a name, esp one on one. So I'm just giving a random name, but you can give it any name that is suitable for as per your requirement. Also, we can put a description here to know and identify that this esp is going to be used for a particular location or maybe particular profile, and then we can target it accordingly. Then click next. So next you see show app and profile configuration progress. There are two options, yes or no. If set to no, then there is no configurations to set up at all. But if we set it to yes, then we get a bunch of options to configure here, right? So the first option says that show app and profile configuration progress, which is going to yes or no. That is the mandatory one. But the other options, definitely we need to set. And you see show an error when installation takes longer than specified number of minutes, that is 60 minutes, which is by default here. And this is going to be default time period. If we wanted to remove or maybe reduce it to 45 minutes, or maybe we wanted to make that more than 60 minutes, maybe I wanted to set it up 70 minutes, so I can set that up as well, right? So let's keep it 60 minutes for now, and that should be good too. The next is show custom message when the time limit reaches or the error message occurs. So what error message occurs, or what message we should show end users on the screen. So this is the default message that you can see: setup could not be completed, please try again or contact your support person for help, right? Also we can modify this. Maybe we wanted to add, drop an email at itsupport at domain.com, right? So this way we are showing that users needs to drop an email if in case they are stuck or they are facing any issues or challenges during the device enrollment, right? And they can get the help from IT support, right? Also we can mention the contact details as well, like let's say contact number. So I'm giving some random numbers here, and this is going to be a number where people can simply call and get help, right? So this way we are bringing the help on end user's side, as well as we wanted to make sure they have everything whatever they need during this process, and it should be good to bring their good experience while onboarding and user enrollment or the device enrollment to the Intune, right? And then other options: turn on log collection and diagnostic page for end users. This is going to be yes always, or we can keep it yes, because this is going to help us to identify and resolve any potential issues on the device side during the enrollment process, and those logs will be collected on the device, and we can ask user to share those logs, or maybe we can get those logs from Intune side. So we can go ahead and troubleshoot that issue and resolve those potential issues for future, right? And that is why this is going to be very useful option for us to set up. The next is only show page to devices provisioned by out of box. This means that if we wanted to target this ESP or enrollment status page only for the out of the box experience devices, then only we can set it to yes or no. Or if you don't want it, we can simply set it to no, and this is not going to be shown at the user or the end user side. So for now I'm going to keep it to yes. And the next is block device use until all apps and device and profiles are installed. This means that it is going to simply block the use of apps as well as the other configurations on the device side until the device has fully loaded with apps and other profiles installed successfully, right? So this is not going to let use or let user use the device and apps, and then it is going to simply stop the enrollment, right? Not the enrollment, but the actual usage of the apps and services which are running on the device, right? Also we have option here which is allow users to reset device if installation error occurs. If you wanted to let them do that, we can simply set it to yes. And similarly allow users to use device if installation error occurs, set it to yes. If in case we wanted to let people use that device even if it is failed, or maybe there were any errors or something like that, right? And that way we can uh, take it further, right? So, and the last option here is block device use until required apps are installed if they are assigned to the user or device context. This means that we can set it to all or we can set it to selected applications, right? So basis on this configurations, it is going to define whether users should be able to access a device, or we wanted to prevent until the device or application itself is ready to use, right? And that is why we can add certain applications, and there is a requirement up to max 100 applications can be added here, and those would be part of this, so that we can define uh, the applications, which applications we wanted to let first install, and then basis on that we can decide what should be happening. For example, I have selected three apps here, and I'm going to push this policy. So now what will happen is all these three applications will be installed during the ESP page, and once the ESP is enforcing all the apps installation, then it is going to simply wait till the time these applications are installed. And once the applications are installed, then only it is going to move to the next step, right? And the last option here is only fail selected blocking apps in technician phase. So what it says that only fail selected blocking apps in the technician phase. That means we can set it to yes or no. This is going to simply stop those applications where or whichever application was failed during the installation, and it is going to skip that back, and it is going to move further to the next steps, right? So this is how we can create enrollment status page profile, and this is going to be shown during the out of the box experience as well as the device enrollment. Even if it is not an actual device out of the box experience or autopilot device enrollment process, then also this profile is going to be visible and shown on the user side, right? So yeah, that is how we can create it. And the next is going to be a assignment here. We can define all devices, all users, or all groups, and then target this policy or this autopilot, not autopilot but the enrollment status page profile, and then it should be good to deploy. I'm not going to add scoping tags. And then at the last, we see review and create page where we can see all the summary of the policy, and we can simply go ahead and create this policy. So now this policy is being created and this should be ready, right? So here's the policy that we created, and it has a priority set to 1 automatically as soon as we create. And you see there is a default policy which was created by Intune automatically as soon as this Intune was provisioned, right? And basis on that, it creates the similar profile, which is a default one and targeting for all devices and all users across the tenant. Also, we cannot delete it or we cannot remove it at all, as that's the default one and that was created by Microsoft, right? So yeah, this is how we can create enrollment status page policy. We can call it as a profile as well, right? Maybe sometimes it might be confusing whether it is policy or profile or whatever it is, but you can call it profile and policy both, so there is no confusion on it, right? And yep, so that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And also please don't forget to share this video with your friends and colleagues and within your network, so they can also know something different and learn something new. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.